Hello, Aries. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Tarot Grand Lux by Chiro Marchetti. Website is usgamesinc.com. Feel free to check that out if you'd like to, of course. Supportive Oracle cards. Wisdom of the Hidden Realms by Colette Baron Reed. On the back of the book here is Colette's website, ColetteBaronReed.com, and then there's something else there too, I believe. Feel free to freeze frame and check that out if you'd like to. Also, there's about the illustrator, Jenna. Here's the information on that card. If you want to freeze frame and check it out, feel free. There's also some websites at the bottom here. There's also a couple more websites at the back here if you're interested. And I'll give you the rest of the verbiage if you want to freeze frame and check that out as well. Okay. If you're interested, naturally. Naturally. Alright, what do we have for Aries? Oh, an upside down card. Alright, things are going to go good for you. Things are going to go good for you. I'm cringing because I'm seeing the six of Pentacles upside down. That a lot of times talks to me about balance, and something's not balancing right here. But exactly what way is that? All right, we're gonna put these face down to start. It's weird because it's automatically aggravating me that's out of balance. It's this upside down in the whatever's going on here. This isn't right. Something is definitely not right. And I feel like this is one of those things. It feels to me like a job. It doesn't have to be. Could be a relationship, friendship, whatever. It's out of balance, and I feel like for whatever reason, because there's a reason. If you're holding back, which the way I'm feeling with this, it seems like I have to. And a lot of times, at least in Aries situations, if it's a work situation, you got to hold back. It's not like you want to. It's just kind of like, I know how this goes. It's one of those things, kind of like I say something or I do something, and then it just backlashes on me. Even though what I did was right, it doesn't matter because of the way that it plays out. You know what I mean? One of those things. Kind of like, and I'm not gonna be somebody's target. You know, like when Aries comes forward, they come forward to correct something. They don't come forward to be somebody's target and then it stays messed up anyway. So like, why bother saying something? There's a lot of chatter going on here. Manipulation is, I think it's manipulation. Let me just, it's a lot. Fire. Ten of Fire, which is the Ten of Wands. There is success here, but there's no loyalty there. There's no loyalty here. Whatever the situation you're dealing with, there's no loyalty. There's no loyalty. So, it's just not there. So if you're thinking this is something that's loyal to you, probably not, because you probably see through that. Or if you're thinking if there's more than one person you're dealing with and you think these group of people are loyal to each other, nope. They might play it off as if they are. This reminds me of a management thing where, like, it's a management, it's like one of their philosophies to, like, even if somebody in management is wrong, they all act like it's right to show a unified front. You know, it's one of those things, like, that's what they do, though. It's a management tactic. I'm not saying all management strategies do that, but I've seen it happen, and I've seen people, anyway. Even if it's wrong, they all stand together and act like it's right, just so they can back that one person, so they all look like they have a unified front. Meanwhile, the house is burning behind them, but that's fine. We're all standing together, and we got our marshmallows, so it's good, it's cool, but it's fine, whatever. Anyway, I'm cynical now. Okay, I'm gonna flip these cards because that alone, if this situation is hitting, there's no way that's not driving you nuts. There's no way that's not driving you nuts. there's a lot going on and it goes fast. It's going really fast. Boom, 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 boom. Everything's all over the place. Aries can hold their own when things are going fast. You can hold your own. A lot going on, things going very fast. You can hold your own. You've been holding back. I keep getting that you've been holding back. And if Aries is holding back, you're holding back for a reason, for a very good one. And I'm not saying you want to. It's more than likely because you feel like you have to. That's the Eight of Swords, feeling like I have to stay behind. I have to do this. I have to do it this way. The Eight of Swords also is kind of like a trick card. It may seem like you have to, but there is a way out of this. There's definitely a way out of this. There's points of light shooting off this person in the sense of like there are ways to change it. I also kind of feel like this cynical Aries going, oh, I could change it. I'm not saying anybody would like that, but I could change it. I don't know if I'm wrong, but I feel like the cynical Aries would be like, oh, I could change it. People aren't going to like it. I don't even know if I'm going to like it, but I could change it, yes. Okay. Something's going on currently when this is hitting. Well, I mean, I'm getting the current energy. Something is like churning underneath the soil or underneath the water, underneath the surface of the water. That's probably a better way because it's like things are happening underneath the surface of the water here. Something's about to come forward. Somebody's bringing forth a new plan. There's no loyalty in this situation. Which is ironic because what I'm getting, it's not like there's people there that aren't loyal, but there's no loyalty. So I feel like there's people there who, like, they'll align with people who they feel like they can trust, they feel like they can believe in. But because there's no loyalty in the situation, they're not going to be loyal to somebody who's not loyal to them. Okay, that makes some sort of sense. It's just something is weird with this whole situation. It feels very... People aren't happy. Even like whatever you're dealing with the no loyalty, people aren't happy with that. But I feel like we're just acting like this is what we have to do. People acting like they're not the problem when they are the problem. Oh, there's a lot of that going on here too. People acting like they're not the problem, insisting they're not the problem. Guess what? They're the problem. Shock, dismay. Hope you didn't fall off your chair. I'll give you a second to get back up. Oh my goodness. Can't even stand it. This same energy is literally going to abandon the situation. This is very weird to me how this is playing out. Because I'm getting the person, there's somebody here who's like, I'm not the problem, who literally is the problem. I'm not the problem. I feel like they flat out totally in their core, to their core I should say, believe that they're not the problem. And they're the problem. But they totally don't believe that. They're running away from this. And they're acting like they're like they have to find their own peace and happiness. Gratitude and service here. I get these cards come forward very odd in my opinion because this is the Thief card, yeah. But that's the Seven of Swords. The Lord of Gratitude and Service, High Lord, this card doesn't have the normal feel for me because it feels that's usually a good card and actually it's going to turn out to be good. Somebody's leaving as if, I have to do what's right for me now. I can't deal with you people anymore. You've created too much of a mess in my life and I can't put up with it anymore. Again, the person who's the problem, but whatever. They're the one ditching. I don't know. It just feels very dramatic to me, but, When they do leave, though, I feel like that's when things get better. Ironically, that's the perfect thing. That is the best thing to happen. So it's like it's a very grateful thing to happen. Very grateful for that to happen. I feel like, do you know that this person is the problem? Like literally the problem? Like the problem. Somewhat. Three of Wands, you will when they leave. You'll definitely see it when they leave. I feel like you might be looking at the situation like they're part of it. but probably not all of it. Yet they are the problem. I get like literally they are the problem. I feel like you're looking at it like they're a part of the problem. So when they leave, it's kind of like, really, they were the problem. Like I didn't realize they had that much influence. It might be one of those. You're, are you okay when they leave? I don't know. There's a weird energy. Like I don't know if you see this person for the train wreck that they are. I, for some reason, I'm when they're gone and their influence is gone, I feel like it's going to be a completely different feel, and it's going to be like, huh, I knew they were a part of the problem, but how much of it, I feel like I'm looking back like, wow, they were more of a problem than I realized. I knew they weren't good, but I didn't realize they were that bad. I feel like once they're gone, you're going to be a lot happier. Things go a lot better when this person, it's like one person. I feel like it's literally one person who, I feel like they're so good at making people thinking they're the gift to the world, and they have humility. It reminds me of that song, I think it's Taylor Swift. It's me, hi, I'm the problem, it's me, or however that goes. It's like, yeah, that's you, dude. This one leaving. That's the one. Hi, they're the problem. There they go. What is your connection with this after? Because I see it going really well. I just... I don't feel like you're going to really have much connection with them after this anyway. I just feel like I'm a little like, really? I just feel like I'm looking back at it like that, like, really? Really? I mean, it's making me wonder what else is going on here to where that person was allowed that much influence. I feel like that's what I'm kind of looking at it. Because things are going a lot better. Things are going where they should be. Things are lining up. I feel a lot better about things. You seem to be a lot stronger. I don't feel like I have to bite my tongue as much. Like I was sick of the taste of blood in my mouth because I was biting my tongue so hard that I was bleeding. And I feel like now that it's gone, I'm happy. But there is this after effect of like, how was that person allowed that much influence? Like, how did that happen? Whoever this person is that left, they literally didn't think they were the problem. They literally did not think that. But they messed so much stuff up and they influenced people so heavily. Like, I just feel like this is somebody, I don't know. Like, do you have to worry about, like, how is this situation going to go better? Like, how can this situation continue to go better afterwards? Like, what control does Aries have over that? That's where we want to go. Six of Wands is success. And then the Death card. If it starts happening again, you might want to consider changing your connection with this situation in the whole. I get success, but like I'm also getting the Death card. It depends on what you're dealing with. If it's a work situation, you're going to have to stay more connected with people. You may not want to, but that's what you're going to need to do. If it's a family situation, no, you're going to have to stay more connected no matter what type of situation it is. You're going to have to be that point of contact, and you're going to have to keep an eye on people. And when somebody comes in, especially when somebody else or somebody new comes into the fold, you're going to have to keep an eye on it and nip it in the bud before it gets out of control. I don't feel like Aries really cares to do that. They're kind of like, people, look out for yourselves. Like, come on. That seems to be my opinion of Aries. Like, they're not into it. They're not usually into, like, keeping track of people that way. But when new people, especially when new people start entering the fold, you're going to want to keep a very close eye on what's going on and nip it in the bud. I don't think you have to police it constantly, whatever the situation is. But whenever somebody new comes in, you want to get a very close eye on it and make sure you know exactly what's happening before you kind of relax a little bit. Because if you're the one policing it, which I'm using that word purposefully, I know that, it won't, because like you'll call it out. Like once the BS starts, you'll be like, nope, absolutely not. You'll get it, you'll nip it right in the bud. You do that right in the beginning. People who are negative will run before it even gets a chance. It'll be fine. People who are more on the level will get comfortable with the level, with the transparency that you're demanding, and it'll be fine. We'll set the tone right in the beginning. It won't be an issue, because you'll set the tone. If they can't keep up with the tempo, they'll go. If they're on the level, they'll be like, all right, that's the level of transparency we're going to have here. Okay, we're going to do that, and they'll get used to it. It goes a lot better later. It does. These cards are good. I like these cards. Things are on mark. The bigger picture is working out the way it should. You're a lot happier with how it's going. I just feel like looking back, like whoever this person was, once the situation was out of control, it was too late. It wasn't until they left we had a chance to fix it. We just got to make sure that nobody else gets a chance to, root in that way. Like if you get a plant before it roots in too deep, especially some tubers, you can get rid of it, no harm, no foul. But if you give it a season to take hold, take root, the little root tuber things go all over the place. You might think you got it, but all of a sudden it's popping up there, it's popping up there. You have to dig those up and get rid of those. Okay, I think I got rid of it this time. Nope, popped up 7, 8 more places. You nip it in the bud, you don't give it a season to take hold, you don't have to worry about it. Alright, I think we're good. I'm going to shut that down there. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thanks again for watching, and have a great day.